Hey everyone, this is Jeff, Swing Trade Warrior at warriortrading.com, back with our weekly video recap of closed trades. We have a few things to talk about this week. It was pretty uneventful for the most part. However, still some good opportunities to share some of the things that came up. As always, we're still running our free 7-day trial for guests. Anybody who wants to come by and check us out, warriortrading.com. Sign up for our 7-day free trial and you get full access to day trading and swing trading education, our alerts and our chat room, and all the watch lists and associated good stuff that goes with it. Alright, having said that, let's get into pull up a chart here. So we opened a few trades. One I want to talk about that we closed out this week was finally on our eBay trade. Now we picked eBay up off their breakout attempt here over this about $60 area. It had been bumping up against the highs for quite a while, and we ended up getting long on eBay just over the breakout here. Unfortunately, it could not sustain the move. The highest we made it was just under $61, where we were looking to double our position. This week, I'll overlay a chart of the S&P here. This week was pretty choppy for the SPY. We saw a lot of gap ups and gap downs and runs. So once the S&P broke down under the 20 moving average here, it fell pretty hard and fast to the 50. Couldn't reclaim the 50 moving average, gap down underneath the 50, and came down to this 205 area, which the TAS market profile, TAS market map shows us is an area of contention here. So there's a lot of trading around this 205.30 area on the SPY. Next stop for this is the 200 moving average. I don't know that we're done with the pullback yet. It's going to depend on how crude plays out, as well as how the dollar holds up in the currency markets. So what we're seeing here is just some profit taking, a pullback. We had a nice run on the S&P, made some new highs, and this was not unexpected. And it's perfectly healthy, and I think it's going to create a lot of good buying opportunities going forward. We really need to see this 199 area, 200 area hold up though long term. If that falls, we'll be in some trouble, but I don't think that's going to be the issue here. There's some fear over interest rates being raised, but I don't think that at this time we're going to have any issues holding this area. But you can expect to see some chop. The market's down 30 points one day, moves up 20 points the next, and it's back down 30 the next. So it's kind of all over the place right now, which makes swing trading hard. So my advice to swing traders in markets like these is keep your stops in place. Keep an eye on the trades that you're in. Now, I prefer to trade strong stocks with a good catalyst, so it helps buffer the market activity from our position. So we tend to stand a better chance of staying in our swing trades when the market's all choppy like this. We did stop out of a few this week, and that's fine. Those are the ones we're going to go over. eBay was one of those. We've been in this for about 6 days. We gave it a chance to get over that 61 high. It couldn't do it, and it ended up coming down, and it's forming somewhat of a bear flag right now. And I wouldn't be surprised if it came down a little further. I am ready to buy it over $61 once we're clearly in the breakout area again. However, right now we're out of that for a small loss on a half-size position. We always take our swing trades with half size when we're starting because we can control our risk. Controlling risk is the most important thing for your trading longevity that you can do. I recently wrote an article that you can find on our website under my blog, or you can find it CNA Finance. I'm also contributed there, as well as talkmarkets.com, and I talk a lot about risk management, especially in a market that's this choppy. So we're out of eBay. The next trade I want to talk about is going to be Fold Amicus Therapeutics. Okay, we got in this trade originally around 890. They released some information and guided up for 2015 on their financials. We got it long over this resistance area right here. It was tapped a few times. Got long on this break right here, and it's held that level nicely. We had a nice squeeze up. We doubled at the 920 area, so our average is now about 906. And what I'm doing now is I'm truly waiting until we test this 950 area, 963 area again, and we move to new highs. Right now I'm trailing my stop on this trade, just using the low of the previous candle. This market's too choppy to try and be too flexible with, so I have a profit stop in place right now. Very small win on fold if it comes down. If not and it goes up, then that's great. We'll just keep moving along with this trade. I like the story behind it, but I just don't trust the overall market, so not looking to get super huge in size until the market restabilizes for us. Man's a good trade. I want to talk about Manpower. They announced they're the first country to move into Asia for human resource staffing sourcing, and they're kind of on the leading edge of this. And I expect there to be some other countries that will allow them inside their borders to do what they do. And Man's been in a pretty nice trend up for the past couple months here. We got long in Man just over 82.40, and we're still in it. We doubled over 83.50 when we finally got that break, and now we're holding at about $83 average, looking for it to poke through here and make some new recent highs. Let's see here. The high on this is 86.85 way back in June of last year. So I think we have range to that area, especially with the catalyst that we have in play. Again, we're trading strong stocks with a good catalyst, so definitely looking to stay in this trade as long as possible, and hopefully it moves up to that $86, $87 area. It's got a pretty wide ATR, so it shouldn't take very long to get there once it finally breaks out over this $84 area. Okay, VSLR was another trade we took. Vivint Solar. This pulled back pretty hard on us on Friday, and we ended up stopping out for an 8-cent loss, which isn't horrible. Very small loss on this trade. What I wanted to see was the breakout over this flag. So we got long here at 11.84 or so, and we had one day where we spiked up over it, but you know, with the market weakness and the weakness in energy, I really thought that with all the other solar stocks kind of booming, we would see the same thing here with Vivint Solar, but it just wasn't the case. And it came down, so we stopped out for an 8-cent loss here. Not a big deal. We can always buy it back over the flag or over $12. Not really expecting it to give up much from this area here, but it is working inside a very large flag. So if you take small enough size, you can give it more room. However, part of managing our risk is definitely lightening up on our exposure in the markets, especially when things are choppy. So another good example of risk management here. We bailed on this trade on Friday, and we can look to re-enter it over $12. Having said that, one of our stronger trades is Best Buy. Strong stocks with a strong catalyst helps us buffer ourselves in this market. Like I said, we're long on Best Buy with an average of 39.62 now. Let's see, right about here. We caught the breakout over this flag. We moved up, and we're holding higher highs. Friday the market came in, and Best Buy held up quite nicely. Didn't really give up much of our gains. Didn't hit our stop loss at all. So we're still in this trade up a little over $1,200, and we sold half on the spike on the day before for a little over a point win on that. And we're looking for a continued move over 41. We've tested 41, this area at 41 a couple times. Looking for a sustained move over that, and of course that'll require the market to cooperate. Even the strongest stocks have trouble moving up on major market weakness like we're seeing. So like to see it holding its range. We're still long and we're still strong, and we definitely have a profit stop in place if it doesn't want to play well with the market. But overall, this has been a great trade for us. We've been in this one since March March 4th, and looking to take the rest of our profits off as soon as our profit stop gets violated. MTG was another trade we stopped out on Friday. We picked it up off this curl that you can see right here, They had a decent catalyst going for them, and we picked them up on this curl. We were in profitability for a short while. We doubled over 970 here, and excuse me, not 970. We doubled over 960. We had a 952 average on this trade. We ended up stopping out on this also on Friday as it came down and tested the 930s. Again, just another stop where it's in a nice pattern, but due to market weakness, it came in on us. And I do think that this goes higher from here, but I'm lightening my exposure, and I have no issue stopping out for a small loss on this one as well. Same kind of thing here. If the catalyst was truly strong enough to push it higher, it would have held up a lot more than it did. So I'm not sad to see this one go. We took a trade on Apple this week. We opened Apple 123.21 off of the pretty big sell-off it's had, about 10-point move from its recent highs at 133 or so. And we caught it on the bottom. We were up a couple points on it, but then again Friday it tested this 20 moving average, and then you added a lot of market weakness, and we sold off almost back to our entry. We're still up a little bit on it. I'm looking to double this trade over the 20 moving average, and I want to scale into it all the way back up to a test of these highs. We were in Apple a few weeks ago, and we caught 5 points of this what is this, a 15-point move. We were in just after earnings, and we averaged in over 120. And like I said, we caught 5 points on it. It was a big winner, but I was out way too soon. So I'm looking to stay in this trade as long as possible, hoping for another move back up to 133. With all the price targets floating around in the high 100s, I don't think Apple will have trouble getting there this year. I just don't know if it's going to happen right now. So taking a small size on this one to give it room, looking to double over 125.50, and then we'll find their next spot to get long in, probably over the 130 area, and we'll carry that through the recent highs over 133 and looking for the much bigger move obviously on that. And lastly, Sprint. We've been in Sprint for a while now. Definitely wanted to see Sprint holding up this $5 area and the 20 moving average, and it definitely has. Very pleased with the support at $5 here. We got long after the CEO buyback of shares. That was our catalyst. We were looking to double it over 550. We never got there. The market came in. It came in with the market, but like I said, check it out, bouncing off this 20 moving average. Definitely what we want to see. It's starting to put in a curl, and it rejected the S&P's move on Friday, so I like that it was strong when the market was weak. So I think if we see a strong market sometime this upcoming week, we'll have a good opportunity to double even lower our average and carry it through for a test of that 550 area, and we can get into this gap going back to November of 2014 here, and range to $6 on that. So I'd like to carry a little bit more size through this. I think it's a stronger play, and I will alert when I double my size on this. Only have 2,500 shares right now, but I think there's a massive amount of upside to it. So looking forward to this trade. Like I said, it was kind of a slow week. We only took profits in Best Buy this week, and we're holding fold for profit right now. Sprint we're about to double up on, and Apple we're still holding. Also looking to add to USO. USO giving us a great buying opportunity down here, moving down with the weakness on oil. This is a long-term position play for me. I've been accumulating it for a while, so I'm looking to buy in the low 16 somewhere and to lower my average a little bit. And this is one that I plan on holding for a while until we finally get our reversal in oil. Definitely want to see the 1630 area hold. I might put a buy order in on a break of this recent low here. But we'll see what crude does next week. I think we're due for a bounce, and we'll have an opportunity to, like I said, lower our average and position ourselves for a bigger move back up as oil finally decides to recover. May not happen immediately, but like I said, this is a long-term play, and we're looking for just increasing our position of advantage as we move forward on this trade. So those are all the open trades that we have right now that I have updates on, and some of the closed ones as well. If you guys have any questions about any of these trades or any other trades or anything related to swing trading, please email me. My contact info is below, jeff@swingtradewarrior.com. I'm always happy to talk about the markets. Like I said earlier, we offer a 7-day free trial if you're a day trader, a swing trader, or you're new to trading, or you just want a place where we bounce a lot of great trade ideas off of one another in our chat room. We have a pretty active chat room. We're growing exponentially, and so there's a lot of opportunities presented intraday and a lot of education put out by our moderators. We have some pretty unique scanners and sources for information and news that gives us an advantage over a lot of the other chat rooms. So you have nothing to lose. If you're bored and you want to check us out, like I said, warriortrading.com is the place to go. Sign up for that 7-day free trial. If you have any questions, contact me below. And I hope everybody has a good rest of their weekend, and talk to you next week.